A Black woman hired to investigate discrimination in a school system has to sue the school system because they decided to discriminate against her. Wow. Put it up for a mass. Utah, Dr. Joscelin Thomas is taking legal action against a school district in northern Utah that hired her to investigate racial harassment at their schools, which district officials made possible after they began discriminating against her, according to the new lawsuit. So Joscelin Thomas once served as a coordinator for the Davis School District. Her position was created in 2022 as part of a settlement agreement between the district and the Justice Department that mandated the district adopt a means to address racial harassment in their schools. So in the district's newly created Office of Equal Opportunity, Thomas was hired as a district coordinator to investigate and respond to complaints of racial harassment. Now, we've seen this before by the DOJ. DOJ will come in, they will find obvious signs of malfeasance and racial bullying, and also administrative policies that do not properly address the reality thereof. And so they will say, listen, we go away if you agree to do A, B, and C. The school looks at the evidence, will acquiesce to the reality in front of them and agree to do A, B, and C. It's a settlement. It created her position. Let's continue. This followed a full probe in 2021 that discovered that Black and Asian American students in the district were overwhelmingly targeted and mistreated by white students. There was an inordinate number of instances documented over a 5-year period that revealed that students were called the N-word and other racial slurs. Now, I want to remind everyone, this is not simply about the students. This is about the culture that allows the racism to permeate. So the administrators and the teaching faculty, they are on the hook for this, all right? While Black students only made up about 1% of the student population for the district, which is composed of 74,000 students, reports show they were disciplined more harshly than their white counterparts. Even after years of data showed this to be true, the school district had done nothing to address the trend, according to the investigators. Although Thomas was hired to address incidents similar to these, the hostile work environment she experienced made it difficult for her to fulfill a task, according to her complaint. In a federal lawsuit, she alleges that district staff treated her, quote, as if she were stupid, accused her of having a substandard work ethic, and denied her training and mentorship opportunities that were offered to her white colleagues, AP reports. She cited an incident that took place 1 month into her position in which a colleague handed her a pile of trash and told her to clean it up during an administrative meeting. When she refused, the colleague was furious, according to the complaint. 1 year after she was hired, district administrators decided not to renew her contract without providing cause, which effectively ended her employment on June 30th, 2023. She scheduled a meeting weeks before she was let go with the district's HR director to discuss the discrimination she was subjected to. However, just 15 minutes before the meeting, the assistant superintendent placed her on administrative leave and told her that officials would be investigating her ethical, moral, or professional conduct. She never learned what came of that investigation. Put them up. The complaint named the school district and 2 district employees, Fidel Montero and Susie Jensen, and a third-party consultant, Heidi Alder, as defendants. Thomas seeks damages and possible reinstatement. The spokesperson for the district declined to comment on the injunction because the district, quote, will not make comments about potential litigation. Davis School District administrators, teachers, and staff stand firmly against any form of harassment or discrimination that affects a child's learning experience in our schools. The statement read, our primary duty and responsibility is to create a safe environment for every child, employee, and patron. All right. The whole 15 minutes before you talk to the HR director thing, that reeks bad. The woman was hired literally because the school system is racist. Okay. They admitted to being racist. Yeah, we messed up. We're racist. We're going to create these positions in order to create diversity, equity, etc. Here's the thing about those positions, and God bless her for trying, okay? You're coming into a place that has a culture. Policies did not fix that culture. The powers that be, the elected members who oversee the school board, the directors of this, the superintendent of that, did not fix the culture. These individuals who are seemingly well-educated, people that are supposed to be somewhat grounded in some level of progressive thinking. No, none of that fixed the culture. So one person, regardless of how great they are at their job and how strong they are in their personal constitution, one person trying to transform an entire system like that is an uphill battle any day of the week. David, thoughts here?
I hope Ms. Thomas is successful in this lawsuit because it sounds like the Davis School District is racist. They've always been racist, and they simply hired Ms. Davis perhaps as sort of window dressing with no intention of actually changing anything. And the way that they treated her sounds like the kind of treatment somebody would get if you're sort of a whistleblower and there's retribution against you. It sounds like she's just doing her job, what she was hired to do, and yet they're still going to mistreat her, abuse her. I mean, it's, as a parent, I'm horrified because, my kids, there's a motto of the school. It says, be kind. You be kind to everybody, and everybody's trying to crack down on bullying. The idea that in this day and age in America, we still have school districts where there's an institutional bias for racism, never mind about bullying, but against people who look different, who have a different sounding name, who maybe have different ethnic origin. The idea that that is a problem still at an institutional level is horrifying. And I think, most importantly, if you live in the Davis School District, this is going to come back to haunt all of you because now, I think people are going to realize this is going to have an economic cost because people are not going to want to move to this Davis School District. The school district is going to have a horrible reputation. And as a result, you're not going to get the sort of tax base that other school districts might get that have better schools, that have fair, more progressive schools. So it's horrible for everybody on all counts.
That's right. This is called the ecosystem of racism and corruption. It actually costs more to engage in this kind of behavior and not eradicate it. All right, we'll bring updates as they come.